How to find your talent field actually only requires 3 steps. First of all, don't worry too much. I want to tell you a secret that the majority of people live in a vague way. They don't know what their real strengths are, and they don't know what they should do. So to live better is not difficult. You just need to be a little more awake than most people. Find out your strengths, then use different tools to maximize those strengths. And from there, redesign your life. I will guide you on how to recognize your strengths, find your talent field, and make the best use of those strengths. First, listen to a little story and understand it clearly before continuing to read. In the vast savanna, there are lions and antelopes. Lions are born as lions, and antelopes are born as antelopes. Knowing who you are is the starting point of everything. Lions must hunt antelopes to survive, while antelopes just need to run and eat. But here's the problem. Antelopes don't need to compete with lions. They just need to run faster than other antelopes to live happily. Do you understand? In the era of advanced internet, we see people like Pham Vuong, Tramba Duong, Trunding Long every day. They are outstanding, I admit, but what does that have to do with me? They are lions. I am an antelope. They eat meat, I eat grass, which has no value. Comparing myself to lions, I should focus on who. In other words, as long as I can surpass my opponents in the same field, I will win the world. In this fiercely competitive era, we need to find and focus on our strengths and then make maximum efforts to develop those strengths. No one is perfect. Everyone has weaknesses. As long as those weaknesses do not affect your survival, fine. I believe many people have heard of the theory of bucket theory, right? This theory has harmed many people. The bucket theory, also known as the weakest link theory, is a popular concept in education and management, originating from a fable about a water bucket and the wooden sticks used to make the bucket. According to this theory, the amount of water the bucket can hold depends on the shortest stick among the sticks that make up the bucket. It means that the weakest point or the weakest aspect of a system or an individual will determine the level of success or effectiveness of that system or individual in education. This theory is often applied to say that students need to improve their weakest subjects to improve their overall academic performance. This view believes that if a student has a very low score in a certain subject, that low score will drag down the student's overall performance, even if other subjects are excellent. For example, if a student is good at math and science but very weak in literature, the bucket theory would suggest that this student needs to focus on improving literature to avoid affecting their overall academic performance. However, this theory is also criticized for not focusing on developing the individual's strengths in reality, instead of trying to improve the weakest aspect. Many successful people have achieved success by focusing on developing and leveraging their strength. They find ways to compensate for or overcome their weaknesses through collaboration and division of labor, rather than trying to improve every aspect themselves. Do you know why many excellent students work for those who are not good at studying? And why are successful people in society not outstanding in school? It is because those spoiled children are not influenced too much by this way of thinking when they are young. Teachers always tell us that if we are weak in a subject, consider it a weakness, and the low score of that subject indirectly affects the overall score. It is not wrong, but it only applies in the learning environment. We have grown up and can't go back. Society is not like an exam. It has 2 characteristics. One is that it does not allow open books, and the other is that you have to do it yourself. But society is an open exam. No one prohibits you from studying whenever you want. And most importantly, in the era of high cooperation, questions you don't know how to do can be completely helped by others. You just need to do well in what you know and are good at. That's enough. It's called division of labor. The more developed society is, the clearer the division of labor is. Everyone is just a cog in the big social machine. Society doesn't need all-round talents, it needs specialists. So where do specialists come from? I give you a formula. Strength equals talent multiplied by investment. Talent is what you love and are good at, and investment is the resources and time you put in. Everyone has a gift from heaven, that is talent, but first, you need to find this gift. If you don't know what talent you have, follow these steps. Recall from childhood to adulthood, what tasks did you do faster and better than others? You are faster and better than others at tasks that others have to spend a lot of time and effort on, but you find them easy. Everyone may have a few tasks that are self-efficient, meaning when you see someone doing something well, you think you can do it too. If you have such thoughts, write them down immediately. It could be your hidden talent. Find tasks that make you feel accomplished and sustainably happy. This motivation could be due to the structure of your brain or your upbringing, but regardless, you will easily maintain these tasks after following the 3 steps above. Spend half a day preparing pen and paper to write down all the tasks you want to do, categorize them, and then consider which tasks can create market value. Finally, choose one task that you feel is easy and better than others. This could be your talent. The next step is to invest in turning it into a strength. Talent alone is not enough without investment. Talent is just a raw asset that needs to be invested in and trained to become a strength. In this process, designing a feedback mechanism is very important. Setting small goals and receiving regular positive feedback will help you become more confident and create a sense of satisfaction. Once you have completed this feedback loop, you need to find the value of the work you are doing. This strong motivation will help you overcome difficulties and be more persistent. At this point, you have combined benefits and meaning, creating a strong belief to escape ambiguity. Just look at the trend and recognize your strengths firmly. With this method, your goals will become increasingly clear. That's all for today's article. Thank you.